The World Barista Championship 2024 is just around the corner. We are all in the competition spirit right now, and we are so excited to see what's going to happen this year. So in this episode, I choose to look at the changes in the rules and regulations and the score sheets of the WBC 2017 and 2024, and discuss how these changes make the judging more objective. Hello everyone, hope you're doing great. This is Nilufar here with you today with the third episode of Job Review. Job Review is where we dive deep into the world of different equipments, concepts, and books all related to coffee and review them from another point of view. WBC 2017 was the last year that Iran participated as a competition body. And as a specialty coffee representative from Iran, I needed to do a remembrance of our last year in the WBC. So I choose this year for the comparison with WBC 2024. And we will also talk about the importance of the existence of these rules and meticulously review the changes in the score sheets section by section. The rules and regulations in the WBC are crucial for several reasons. For example, for fairness and standardization, level playing field, maintaining integrity, continued improvement, audience engagement, and of course, personal development. And the most important point here is that we should judge more objective than subjective. Well, let me explain to you the definition of subjectivity and objectivity. Subjectivity refers to individual opinions, preferences, and personal experiences, judgments made by baristas, roasters, and consumers, and allows for diverse perspectives and varied preferences. Objectivity, on the other hand, refers to measurable aspects that can be standardized and evaluated uniformly. And it's really important for consistency, quality control, and establishing industry standards. Ultimately, finding a balance between subjectivity and objectivity is crucial for the specialty coffee field to thrive. It allows for creativity, personal enjoyment, while maintaining certain quality benchmarks and industry standards. But when we're talking about a competition, the most important things are fair judging and equal circumstances. So in my opinion, this is where objectivity is preferred over subjectivity. Now, let me ask you a question. What is the difference between a champion and a regular competitor? It's the way that they approach the rules and regulations handbook. A champion understands the concept of the rules and regulations fully. They pay total attention to the details and doesn't miss out on any points. So now, let's read the rules and regulations handbook like a champion. First of all, familiarize yourself with the structure. Begin by reviewing the table of contents and gaining an understanding of how the handbook is organized. This will help you navigate through different sections more efficiently. Then read the introduction section. Start with the introduction section as it provides an overview of the purpose and goals of the WBC, as well as the general principles and values upheld in the competition. Familiarizing yourself with these foundational aspects will give you a solid context for the rest of the rules. Then take it section by section. Break down the handbook into manageable sections and read them one at a time. Read each section fully before moving to the other section. Highlight and take notes. As you read, highlight key points, important guidelines, and any areas that require further clarifications. Pay attention to the definitions. The WBC Rules and Regulations Handbook may contain a specific terminology. For example, what is the definition of taste experience? What is flavor? What is aftertaste? Pay total attention, pay close attention to these definitions and refer back to them when needed. Seek clarifications if needed. If you come across any unclear sections, don't hesitate to contact or reach out to the WBC or relevant industry professionals. And in the end, remember that reading the Rules and Regulations Handbook requires patience and attention to details. So take your time, ask questions when needed, and focus on fully comprehending the content. Now let's move to the competitions. First, let's see what happened at the WBC 2017. The competition was held in Seoul, South Korea from November 9th for 3 days long. Baristas from 58 countries participated, and Dale Harris from UK won the first place and became the World Barista Champion 2017. Instead of the 12 semi-finalists that we were used to seeing the previous years, that year there were 16 semi-finalists. And in this new system, 15 competitors who have obtained the highest scores in the previous stage will directly enter the semi-finals. And for the 16th person, it was a wild card spot that was given to the winner of the WBC team competition's highest scorer, who was not in the top 15. No technical judges were presented at the semifinals and finals, and the head judge was responsible for that. And this rule change was meant to allow for creativity on the part of the baristas, on the part of the competitors, with acknowledging that to get to this level, these baristas already displayed technical mastery. The competitors were required to ensure that their flavor descriptions were correlated to the flavor in the cup and not to the bean itself. Multiple champions use liquid nitrogen, nitrogen flushing, cooling or freezing of coffee, coffee roasted on stage, as well as special grinding techniques. And the competitors were able to select from 9 new table configurations with multiple heights and seating options. The judges can be seated at any of the tables besides the table with the machine, and the competitor had the option to have the judges to sit on stools, low chairs, or to stand. Now, about the WBC 2024, which is going to be held in South Korea, but this year in Busan on May the 1st. The changes primarily focus on minor language clarifications to current practices around judging, conflicts of interest, milk beverage, and the definitions in the tactile experience and taste experience. And since we have no idea what's going to happen this year, let's go straight to the changes in the handbook and compare it with the WBC 2017. Leafing through the handbook, and on page 7, we have clause 1.5, enforcement of rules and regulations, which emphasizes the importance of obeying the rules in the competition. Then we have many more clauses, many more definitions, clarifications about the team bar concept in the competition. The next big difference is on page 10, clause C. The competitors can use infused coffees as long as the coffee is in its green stage. But in 2017, they couldn't use any kind of infused coffee at any point of the cherry to the green bean stage. The next big difference is in the milk beverage section. On page 10, clause 3.2, the competitors can use any kind of commercially unflavored milk. For example, plain plant-based milks or animal milks, and of course, no human milk. The next one is on page 15 here. In clause 5.1, the competitors can request to set different temperatures for each individual group head, but they should note that in the time of serving the beverages, all 4 beverages should be extracted with the same temperature. For example, when they wanted to serve their espressos, all 4 espressos should have the same temperature, should be extracted from the same temperature. And it goes for the milk beverage and signature drink as well. The next one is on page 17 here, clause 6.1. The competitors can either attend the meetings in person or online. But in 2017, they only had the option to attend the meetings in person. Next change is on page 18, clause 6.5. The competitors should be in the preparation practice room a minimum of 60 minutes prior to their scheduled 7 minutes of table set time. But in the 2017, it was 30 minutes. These were some of the most important changes in the handbook. Now, without any further delay, let's go straight to the score sheets. Okay, so I have the technical score sheets here, the 2017 on the left and 2024 on the right. The technical score sheets are exactly the same. As you can see, the definitions are the same, the scores are the same. So let's head to the sensory score sheets. Okay, now about the sensory score sheets, and I have 2017 on the left and 2024 on the right. Well, there are many changes in the sensory score sheets. First of all, there are changes in the evaluation scale and scoring system, which you can see them on the handbook of 2024 on page 28, clause 13.3. Instead of the usual yes or no or numeric scores from 0 to 6, we have two more numeric scoring systems. The numeric scores for accuracy from 0 to 3, and numeric scores for the impression, which are the visual appeal, attention to details, and coffee knowledge, which are 0 to 3. And as usual, the judges can't use half points, and the scores of 0 require the approval of the head judge in the numeric sections. Okay, let's start with part 1, espresso evaluation. Well, the crema is the same. The definition and the scores of the crema didn't have any changes. The first change that we can see here is the taste balance in 2017, and here taste experience in 2024. Well, the definition of the taste balance in 2017 was that how well the taste complements sweet, acidic, bitter fit together and complement each other. And these reference scales are only for judges' impression of intensity. But here in 2024, we have taste experience. And taste experience definition is the quality of flavor and aftertaste and how well they fit together. And flavor is the combined perception of basic tastes, sweet, sour, salty, bitter, umami, and aromatic qualities. And aftertaste is combined sensation of basic tastes and aromatic qualities that remain after the coffee has left the mouth. And in 2017, the score for taste balance was 12. And here in 2024 is 18 points. The next one is the accuracy. And in 2017, we have the accuracy of flavor descriptors. And now in 2024, we have the accuracy of taste descriptors. Well, we know the taste definition here is the combination of flavor and aftertaste. And in 2017, the accuracy had 18 points, and now it have 12 points here, as you can see. The next big difference is in the tactile section. In 2017, the definition of tactile was weight, mouthfeel, and finish. And the espresso should have body and texture that correlate with preparation, method of extraction, and coffee beans. And the tactile in 2017 had 24 points. And now in 2024, we have a new definition for tactile. Tactile or tactile experience or mouthfeel is thickness and texture. And the espresso should have a tactile experience that correlates with preparation, method of extraction, and coffee beans. What is thickness? Thickness is perceived weight or viscosity that could range from thin to thick. And texture is the perceived sensation of grittiness to smoothness. For example, watery, tea-like, velvety. And the next difference here is this part, this section, functional and correct espresso vessel use, that has been deleted from 2024. And the total score of the espresso evaluation section of 2017 was 56 points and now is 49 points here. Part 2, milk beverage evaluation. We have the visually correct in 2017 and visual appeal in 2024. In 2017, the visual correct had the numeric scores from 0 to 6, and now we have the numeric scores of impression from 0 to 3. The next part, taste balance in 2017 here, and we have taste experience in 2024. Again, just like the espresso part, taste in 2024 defines as the combination of flavor and aftertaste. And in 2017, it had 12 points, and now it has 18 points here. The next one, accuracy. Well, in 2017, we have the accuracy of flavor descriptors, and now we have the accuracy of taste descriptors, and the score is the same. 2017, 12 scores, 2024, 12 scores as well. And again, functional and correct vessel use has been deleted from 2024, and the total score of the milk beverage section in 2017 was 31 points and now is 33. Part 3, signature beverage evaluation. The first section, well explained, introduced and prepared in 2017, had 6 points, and now here in 2024 it have 12 points here. Appealing presentation, functionality, and creativity and synergy with coffee, these parts had been deleted from 2024. And we have the accuracy in 2017, accuracy of flavor descriptors, and now accuracy of taste descriptors. And in 2017, it has 12 points, as well as 2024, 12 points again. And the total score of the signature beverage evaluation in 2017 was 38 points, and now in 2024, it's 42 points. The next part, barista evaluation, it's the tricky part here. You really should pay total attention to it, and I suggest that you go back to the definitions to comprehend the content really well. We have the presentation, professionalism, in 2017, which had 6 points, and now we have the presentation, which have 18 points. The next part, attention to details, in 2017, which had 6 points, and now in 2024, it also has 6 points. The next one, appropriate appeal, which has been deleted from the 2024, and we have a new part in 2024, which is the coffee knowledge and use of equipment and space, that have 6 points here. And the total score for the barista evaluation part in the 2017 was 13 points, and now it's 30 points. That's a lot. And the last part, judges' total impression. Well, the definition didn't have many changes. It's quite the same, but in 2017, it had 24 points, and now it has 12 points. And the total score of the sensory score sheet of the 2017 was 162 points, and now is 166 points. The most important thing that can be seen in the changes of the score sheets is that the sensory score sheet of 2017 was based more on subjectivity, and the 2024 score sheet on objectivity. And the next important thing is that the barista's knowledge of their coffee, of the beverages that they're serving is really important. The barista have 4 guests in front of them, and they should really know and recognize the beverages that they're serving for them. And they should serve it with the highest customer service skills that they have, because they had to make a memorable and enjoyable experience for the judges. So in this episode, I try to familiarize you guys with the concept of subjectivity and objectivity, and I try to put you guys in the competition spirit as well. And if you're a barista, I hope that I encourage you to participate in the competitions, or if you're an audience, now you can watch the competitions with more knowledge of the concepts. And as usual, if you have any thoughts, I would be happy if you write them in the comments below. I will read them, we will discuss them. And remember, job review is going to cover the concepts, equipments, and books in the specialty coffee field, and aims to make you more familiar with this trilogy. So wait for our next review.